Beautiful. Welcome. The purpose of this video is to provide you with some relatively simple exercises that will help you with your muscle tone, flexibility, and your movement. And it is my hope that through a regular, consistent routine of exercise that you will begin to feel better. You know, God is always concerned for our physical well-being as He is our spiritual well-being. In 3 John, verse 2, it reads, "Dear friends, I pray that you may enjoy good health, and that all may go well with you, even as your soul is getting along well." And then there are other implications in the Scripture when we read where Paul tells us in Corinthians that our bodies are the temple of the Holy Spirit, and that we're to glorify Him with our body and our mind. Now, before we begin these exercises, there's some things that we need to discuss. You should consult your physician before you begin an exercise program. And even though these exercises are considered very light and gentle in movement, your doctor really needs to know what you're doing. And in the overwhelming majority of cases, your physician is going to be delighted that you're embarking on an exercise program. However, he or she may wish to give you a word of caution or two about your particular needs. Now, at any time, if you feel some dizziness or lightheadedness, any pain in your neck or your chest, then stop exercising, sit quietly and relax. And if this pain does persist, you need to consult your physician as soon as possible. And if at any time during the course of these exercises that you feel some discomfort, feel free to just stop and relax and pick up again later on in the exercises. You will be experiencing some movement in your muscles and in your joints, which could cause you some soreness. However, this soreness will not persist. And I'd like to ask you now to get a chair, one that is very sturdy, one without arms, and one that will not slip from underneath you while we're exercising. Okay? All right, gang, let's get started and have a great time. Welcome. The purpose of this video is to provide you some relatively simple exercises that will help you with your flexibility, your muscle tone, and movement. And it is my hope that through a regular, consistent routine of exercises, you will feel better. And so we're going to begin today by sitting tall in our chairs, both feet on the floor. And we're going to do some inhaling and exhaling, and together, let's do that now. As we inhale and exhale, and inhale and exhale. And now let's do some exercises with our fingers and moving them just gently in circular motions. Don't forget your thumb. And now the other hand. Each finger, don't forget one finger. Okay, now let's just shake it out. Shake out those fingers, okay? Good, way to go. Now, extend your arm out straight, and with your other hand, twist your wrist out, and hold it, and twist it in, and hold it, and twist it out, and hold it. We're going to have such a good time, Dave. And twist it in, and hold it, and down. Let's do the other arm the same way. Reaching in, grabbing it at the wrist, turning it out, and then in, and then out, and in, and out, and in. And then let's just take that arm while it's out there, pull it over, and an elbow pull. Extend it on out, Dave. Straighten it out. That's right. Good. That's perfect. And hold it. Let's do the other arm exactly the same way. Bring it over this way and holding it. You all are doing wonderful with those smiles on your face. Who can miss? All right, one more time. Stretching it out. And the other side. And out. And down. Now let's work on those shoulders, and let's roll them backwards in a circular motion. Think of a circle. You're drawing a circle. And back, and back, and back, and back. I'll help with your shoulders. Get that tension out. And back, and stop. Now let's go forward in that same movement with a circular movement going forward. All together, forward, and forward, rolling it back, and forward, and forward, and stop. Now let's try to touch our earlobes with our shoulders as we reach up and down, and up and down. and up. Y'all are funny. And down, and up. And Joe, smile. And up, and down, and up, and down. Now let's take our arms and let's reach for the sky. Imaginary rope up there. With the other hand, grab on top of it. And on the other hand above that one. And let's just keep grabbing. Come on, stretch them up. I can see you do it. There you go. I see some of you really climbing up that rope. All right, keep going. All right. One more time. One more pull and bring it all the way down. Now, let's look to our right and your left. And looking over your shoulder and holding it. And back to the other side. Stretching your neck and shoulders back. And back again to the other side. And holding it. And then again one more time to this other side. And then back. Taking your arm, let's put it up in the air. Touch your back like you're patting yourself on the back. Your other hand, reach to your elbow and stretch those arms right by the side of your head. You can feel the pull and the stretching underneath your arm. Now let's do the other side. Take that hand, put it back here. Your other hand on your elbow and bring it up over your head. That a way to go. You are so good. You're wonderful. What a great bunch. And feeling the stretching. Okay. All right. And relax. Now, with both feet on the floor, let's go up on our toes, up and down, and up and down, and up and down, and up. This is fun. Are we having fun now? Yes, we are. And up and down. I sure would like to see Joe smile, wouldn't you? Up and down, and stop. Okay, let's extend our legs out and down, and out and down. And if you need to hold your legs to do that, that's fine. You bet. Out and down. Let's do the other leg. And out and down. And out and down. And out and down. Now we're going to pretend we have a piece of chalk in the middle of our toe, and we are going to draw 1 through 10 on the chalkboard with our toes. Okay, all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, hard. And 9, are you making those numbers? And 10. All right, let's do the other leg. Out, extended with that chalkboard, the chalk between your toes and on the chalkboard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And down. Okay. You may want to put your hands on the side of your chair to help you as we lift our legs up and down. All together, legs up and down. This other knee up and down. And up. Way to go, Henry. And down. And up and down. And up and down. And Warren, you're awful quiet back there. Are you doing good? And up and down. And up and down. And up and down. And rest. Now, let's sit up in our chairs, put our hands on our hips, and we're going to bend from side to side. Ready? Going to your right, go down to your right, and up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down, and up. Now, with both feet still on the floor and our legs straight out, we're going to twist to your right, your left, your right, and holding with your both hands on the outside of your leg. Let's go back and do it on the other side. And turn and twist. And turn and twist. And one more after this one. And turn and twist. And stop. Let's give ourselves a big hug as we spread our legs apart, and we're going to fall forward, stretching our backs and holding it as we get down. All together, down, and holding it, and back up, and down, and back. Think about holding your stomach in as you go down, and down, and up, and that's it. Now let's take our feet, scoot out on the end of your chair, put your feet straight out, keep the hug on, keep the hug going here. This is the best part, we can hug ourselves. We're going to go down, all together, down, and hold it, feeling the stretch and the pull in the back of our legs, and back up, holding that stomach in, and down, and up, and down, and up, and that's great. Now, let's stand up and stand by our chairs, and we're going to work on our balance. And you can use the chair if you need to, but if you can balance yourself without it, that's even better. So all together, lift one leg up and hold it there for a moment, and down. And the other leg up. It's not sad, this is fun. And down. We're having a good time. And up, and down, and up, and down. Good. Now we're going to rock off on our toes and back down. All together, up and down, and up and down, and up and down, and up and down. Okay. Let's work on those squats, quarter squats. Put our feet shoulder width apart, and we're going to squat down a quarter of the way. You ready, Dorothy? Here we go. Down and up, and down and up, and down and up, and down and up, and down. Come on, Phil. And up. Way to go. All right. Now we're going to work on those calves again. We're going to take a stretch. One step forward, leaning on our leg. One small step forward, hands on our knees, bending forward, both feet flat on the floor, and back up. And now with the other leg, the same thing. Foot out, rest on your knees, and back up. Great, that's so good. Now we're going to do some leg swings, stiff-legged leg swings. With your leg next to the chair, we're going to swing forward and back. All together, swing forward and back, and forward and back, and forward and back. Well, you can feel this. I can feel it pulling, and this is great. Forward and back, forward and back. Now with your other leg, let's do the same thing. And somebody thinks this is funny. I'm going to have to tell us the story after this is over. No, they're not. Legs, long legs are good. Forward and back, and forward and back, and forward, and relax. Now, still standing, we're going to lift our knee up. Do it. Up and down, and up and down, and up and down, and up and down. The other leg, up and down, up and down, up and down, and relax. Now we're going to swing our legs in front of our body, back and forth, like a pendulum. All right, let's just swing them out and in. Kind of hit our chair a little bit there. Out and in, and out and in, and out, and stop. Let's do the other leg the same way. Out and in, out and in, out and in, and stop. Hands on your hips, go. You get to put your hands on your hips, and we're going to bend down to your right, okay? All together, down and up. And the other side, down and up, and down and up, and down and up, and down and stop. Now we're going to keep the same position, and we're going to twist to your right and then back to the left, okay? Turn to the right, twist, and back to your right, your left, and twist, and twist, and twist, and twist, and relax. Let's take a deep breath, and exhale. You all have done a wonderful job. Give yourself a hand. And don't forget to stretch. Don't just sit there. All right? What a bunch. I hope you've enjoyed our time together. Have you ever thought of yourself as being wonderful? Well, you are. Our psalmist tells us that we are wonderfully and fearfully made. The Genesis account tells us everything that God created, all of creation, the birds, the trees, the flowers, God's wonderful earth. All of these were good. The human being was the only part of God's creation that was not good. It was very good. And if we are described as wonderful and very good, then it's our responsibility to do all we can do to take care of God's finest creation, you. Hi. As we are stretching various parts of our bodies, we are improving our circulation and increasing our muscle tone. And each time we exercise together, we are going to feel much better. So come on, let's get started and let's get stretching. Let's start by sitting on our chairs with both feet on the floor. And let's take some deep breaths, okay? Let's inhale and exhale. Great. Inhale and exhale. And now let's work on those fingers of ours that are stiff, okay? Let's move them around a little bit. That's good. Let's just move it on over into an elbow pull, stretching your arms clear across your body with your hand on your elbow. All right, let's do the other one. Come on, Joe, let's get with it back there. Okay, way to go. He's just wiggling his fingers and everything. All right, let's do it again. Okay. All right, with our arms outstretched, you can keep that arm. Let's stretch it out. With our other hand, let's reach over, grab our wrist, turn it out, and hold it, and turn it back in, and hold it. Way to go, Warren. And turn it back out, and hold it, and in, and hold it. And let's relax a second. Let's do the other arm the same way, okay? Extend it shoulder length, grabbing your wrist. Go out, and in. Good. And out, and in. That feels great. And out, and in. All right, and let's relax. Now we're going to stretch by putting our hands behind our neck. And this is an elbow stretch, and we're going to touch our elbows together. Way to go. Hold it there, and go back out, and go in, and out. Oh, you can feel the pull. In, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and down. Now let's move our shoulders up to our earlobes, touching those lobes, and hold it, and down, and up, and down, and up. That's a smile on your face, and up, and down, and relax. Now let's do some shoulder rolls while we're working on those shoulders. Let's go back in a full circular motion. All the way, let's go. Back, rolling, backwards and front, rolling back, and back. Come on, Joe. And back, and back, and stop. Now let's go forward with those shoulders. Doesn't that feel great? You feel the stretching? Let's go forward, stretch, roll to the front, in a big circular motion. You can feel just picture a big circle on both sides. Great, Gladys, you look so good. Okay. All right. And now we're going to turn with our necks looking over our right shoulder and back over to the left shoulder, stretching, not too far, and back over to the right, and back to the left, and then again to the right, and then back to the left, and stop. Now, let's raise our hands up in the air, and let's do some stretching with those hands. And let's pretend that there's a rope up there, and we are going to grab it, and we are climbing as high as we can, but we're having to pull. Don't just play, pull with it so you can feel the stretching. Okay, way to go. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We're almost at the top, and there we are. All right, with your hands left up in the air. Okay, we're going to take one of those arms, place your hand on your back. With the other hand, touch your elbow, push it back. and stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Now let's do the other arm. Take that arm back on that side. Take your hand on your elbow, push it back, and holding it on 5. Come on, get those elbows up there, gang. You're doing good over there, Dave. Okay, I think we probably held it 5 or 10 counts and release. Okay, with our arms outstretched in front of us, we're going to go front and out and up, front, out and up, front, out and up, front, out and up and down. Great. You need to give yourself a hand. You're doing great. Let's work on our toes, on our feet a little bit. With your feet flat on the floor, we're going to raise our toes up, put both feet flat on the floor, and go up on our toes and down. Up on our toes and down. Up on our toes and down. Up on our toes and down and stop. Now let's do just the opposite by raising our toes and we'll go back on our heels. This is a little bit more difficult. Up and down, up and down. You feel a little bit of pull and down. It feels good, doesn't it? Up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay, and stop. Now we're going to rock our toes and heels and toes and heels, okay? Up on our toes and back on our heels. Up and up and up and up and up, just like a march. Up and up and up and stop. We're going to do some leg extensions. We're going to extend our leg out and back down to the floor. Okay, all together on one leg, out and down. The other leg, out and down, 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 and relax. Now let's extend our leg. Let's lift our knee up, and in a circular motion, we'll move our feet counterclockwise. You may need to use an arm to accompany your leg, like I'm doing. If not, that's fine. Now let's stop and let's go back the other direction. You're doing great. Way to go, Phil. Okay, let's put that leg down and let's lift up the other leg and do the very same thing. Kind of clockwise. I'm going clockwise. You can go counterclockwise. It's okay. And then back the other direction. Feeling a little bit of pain here, maybe? No pain. Just feels good. Okay, put your foot down. All right, now with your leg outstretched, we're going to flex our feet out this way. We can flex up and point, up and point, up and point, up and point with a smile, up and point and down. Let's do the other leg. Sitting tall with your stomach in, shoulders up, leg out, flex and point, flex and point, flex and point, flex and point, flex and point and down. And continuing with our legs, we're going to lift our legs, first one leg and then the other. Okay, raising it up, lift up, hold it, and down. You may need to hold on to the side of your chair, and that's fine. Up and down, up and down, up and down, up. Some of you are rushing just a little. Up and down, up and stop. Great, y'all are doing so good. Put your hands on your hips, and we're going to bend from the waist down, first to my left and your right, and then back. Down and up and down and up and down and up and down and up. Are we having fun yet? I think we are. And up and down and up. One more, and down and up and stop. Now we're going to twist our waist as we turn and look to one side. With both hands on the side, we're turning and looking and twisting. You can feel the pull in your waist. Holding it, back over to the other side. twist and hold it. Come on, Dave, get your hands on those legs and twist a little. Okay, way to go. All right, and turning back over this way and twisting, and look, and hold, and back to the right, and stop. Now, Dave, you did much better that time. Okay, let's hug ourselves. Let's give ourselves a big hug with our feet flat on the floor. We're going to lean forward and stretch those backs of ours, okay? Forward and down, and hold it, and back up. Way to go. And down, and back up, and down, and back up, and one more. Down, and back up. Now keep that hug going. Scoot out on the edge of your seat just a little bit. Stretch those legs out and spread them apart. We're going to do the very same thing, and you're going to feel some pull on the back of your legs. Okay, here we go together. Down, and hold it a minute, and back up. And down again, and hold it down there for a second, and slowly come back up. We're probably rushing it. And down one more time, and back up. Great. Now let's stand up and stand by the side of our chair. And we're going to do we're going to balance. Let's see if we can balance. Okay, and we're going to go up on one leg and back down and then the other. All together, let's go. One leg up. See if you can do it without holding on. Because it helps. If you can't, that's okay, but try it. And hold it, and down. The other leg up, like a chicken. And down. And up. And down. Great. Now, with your feet shoulder width apart, we're going to do some quarter squats. All together, down, and up, and down, and up, and down, and up. One more. Down, and up, and that's it. Now put your legs, well, you can put them together a little bit if you wish, and we're going to go up on our toes and down. You may need to hold on to the chair for balance. Up on your toes, let's go. Up, and down, and up, and down, and up, Henry, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down, and relax. Okay, let's do some calf extensions, and we're going to take one small step forward, okay? And then lean on the leg that's forward, keeping your toes pointed straight ahead. Okay, all together, one step forward, bending down and stretching the back of that leg, both feet flat and holding it, and back up. Okay, let's do that again on the other leg. One step forward, feet straight ahead, relaxing, not relaxing, resting on your leg, and back up. And one more time, down, one more step, and back up. Okay. That was a great workout. You did a good job. Remember to what? Stretch. Don't just sit there. Okay, give yourself the hand. All right. Romans 12:1 urges us to be a holy sacrifice. Now, that's a pretty tall order. You'll probably recall the nature of sacrifices in biblical times. They were perfect, they were without blemish or injury. And so we too should offer ourselves to be in the very best physical condition possible. And in order to do that, we need to eat right, we need to exercise, we need to follow our doctor's advice, and by doing all these things, it will allow us to present ourselves to God in the best possible condition. Why? It's another part of Romans 12:1 when it says, it is your reasonable service. So keep on eating right and exercising, and have a great day. Hey, I hope you had a great session this last time. We're going to be adding some new exercises to the ones that we just worked on. So come on, let's get started. Hey gang, we're going to start today by standing by our chairs, and we're going to do some quarter squats. And all together with your feet shoulder length apart, we're going to go down and up and down and up, and now down and hold and back up. Let's do that again. Down and hold. You can feel it. And back up. Way to go. One more time. Down and hold and up. Now we're going to go up on our toes. You might want to hold on to your chair, but if you don't need to, that's fine, okay? Up on our toes, up and down, and up and down. Smile, Joe. Up, because you're having such a good time. Up and down, and up and down, and stop. Now we're going to take a step forward, and we're going to lean forward, keeping both feet straight, okay? One step forward, leaning on your right, or the foot that's extended on your knee. Not your foot, I'm sorry. And back up. And the next, take another step forward, placing your hands on your knee, and feel the back part of your leg flexing and stretching, and back up. We're going to do the same thing again, one more time. And now I want you to do something different. While you're there, just move. Don't move your feet, move your body up. We're flexing our hips. Just move your body, leave your feet alone. And back. Let's do that again with the other foot. Take one step forward, leaning on your knee, and straighten your body up, straighten your shoulders, and you can feel the flexing on your hips. Okay? Now, move to the side of your chair. I'm getting out of breath. I don't know why. But we're going to move our feet from side to side, stiff-legged, moving side to side. Okay, let's go. Out and back, out and back, out and back, out and back and down. Let's do the other foot, crossing over in front of you, out and back, out and back. Come on, Dave, smile. Out and back, out and back and down. All right, now we're going to raise our knees up and in several times. And all together, just follow me and do as I do, okay? Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Now let's do the other leg. Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, and stop. Now let's do some swings. We've been talking about swinging. We'll have our chance now to swing with our legs, okay? Stiff-legged, swinging forward and back, and forward and back, forward and back, forward and stop. Okay, let's do the other leg, and try to extend it as far as you can that's comfortable, because you can feel the stretch more. Forward and back, forward. Ooh, I can feel that really good in the back of my leg. I hope you can. Forward and stop. Okay, feet, shoulder width apart. We're going to do some stretches with our hands over our head and down to the left and up. Come on, Joe. Get that arm up and bend as far as your body allows it. Ooh, good. And up and stretch to the left. Man, that feels good. And up. Isn't that right? Do y'all feel like it's feeling good to you? Up. All right. No whistles. And up and down and up and relax. Now let's take our chairs. You may sit down. We're going to begin with some twists on our waist. We're going to twist to this side, and as you do, you're going to take both hands on that leg and stretch it out and hold it. Turn all the way to the other side, stretch it out and hold it. Let's go back to the other side, stretch it out and hold it and relax. Now, we're going to try something a little bit difficult. Kind of scoot out on your chair, Warren and Joe and Dorothy and all the rest of y'all. And we're going to pull these knees up to your chest if you can. If you cannot, just pull one knee at a time, okay? Here we go. Leaning back, We're going to do this and down. This is hard. Up and down. Don't cause any strain. And down. Up and down. That's plenty. That was good. You all did very well. All right, let's give ourselves a big hug. And with our feet apart, we're going to bend forward all the way down between our legs. And down. And hold it. And back up. And back down. And hold it. And back up. And back down one more time. And hold it. And back up. Now, keeping that hug going, because I know you're having a good time doing that. Put those legs out. Kind of inch yourself out on your chair, because you're going to feel some stretch right back in here underneath your legs. Okay, all together, bend forward, down, and hold it, and back up, and down, and back up. One more time, down, hold it, and back up. Great. Sit back in your chairs, and we're going to move those fingers around a little bit. They're stiff. They give you any trouble? Just stretch, just do whatever. You can feel it a little bit. Do this. Stretch those hands out. You want to signal something here? Okay, you can stop that, and let's extend out your arm, and with the other hand, let's take it and let's twist it out. And then back in. And twist it out. And in. And now the other arm. Twist it out and hold it. And in, feeling some pull and stretching on those wrists. It feels so good. And back in and stop. Now let's put our hands behind our neck with our elbows out, and we're going to meet our elbows right in front of our face. All together, in and out and in. I can tell you love this because you're smiling. You're having such a good time. And in and out and in and out and down. That's great. All right, with our hands extended out and our thumbs up, we're going to do some shoulder rolls. We're going to roll those thumbs down, moving our shoulders, and back up. Moving them down and back up. And down and back up. And down and back up. Make yourself feel it. Concentrate on it. Okay. And back up and relax. Now we're going to take those hands and we're going to reach way up with one hand and way up with the other. And we're stretching and we're pulling on this rope as we're going taller and taller. You feel your body getting taller, Joe? I do. I can see it happening right before my eyes. Here we go. We're climbing up and relax. That's great. All right, let's do some leg extensions with our right leg out and down and out and down and out. I want to see some energy happening out there amongst you guys. Let's go out and down and out and relax. Now let's extend. Okay, Warren, I'm glad you're ready to go here. Extend that leg out, and we're going to do flex and point. Flex and point. Hold those stomachs in while you're doing this. Hold your chest up. Have good posture. Do not go to sleep during this exercise. There'll be 20 demerits. And up and down. The other leg, out, flex, up and down. And up and down. And up. Ooh, I can feel that. It's good. Up and down and up and down and stop. And now with our knees, we're going to come up with our knees, up and down, up and down. Careful, some of you are going to hit yourself in the nose. And down, up and down. You doing good, Phil? Up and down, up and down. There he is. Up and down, up and down. Now we're going to take those knees and we're going to bring them in to our chest as far as we can. And we're going to take them up and you're going to pull them in. Not too hard. Easy, easy. And down. Do the other one. Up. Oh, and down. That feels good. Up and down. You are pros. Up and down and up and down. Now we're going to do a little dance number here with our feet. We're going to come up with our heels and move our heels out, up with our toes and move out. Up, out, and down. Your toes up, out, and down. Toes up, heels up, out, and down. Toes up, out, and down. Pretty complicated, isn't it? Let's come in, okay? Let's come in fast. Up, 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 and toes together, okay? Let's do it one more time. Heels up and out. Just walk, just travel. Now come back in as you're traveling to meet your feet together and stop. Now I want you to put your legs apart as far as you can, and we're going to drag them together. Pull them in, keep them on the floor, pull them in. Push them out. Pull them in. You can feel this working. Pull them out and in and out and in. And this is it, out and in and stop. Now let's lift those legs up one more time, helping your legs. And we're going to do some circle motions with our feet. We go in a counterclockwise if you wish. Let's go back the other direction and stop. Let's do the other leg. As we're turning clockwise and counterclockwise, or whichever you started out with. Okay, and stop. Now let's take a deep breath and inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Give yourself for a good hand, a good job, well done. And remember to stretch. Don't just sit there. You know, God has known about us for a long time, longer than you might imagine. He knew us before you or I were ever born. In fact, in Psalm 139, it tells us that while we were in our mother's womb, God knew all about us. It's really exciting to me that he knew us while we were still being formed. And he cares about us even today. And you can draw comfort and strength from the promise that God knows and that he cares about us. It's wonderful to be able to claim this for our very own. It's a promise that's ours forever and ever and ever. Our previous exercises have helped you, right? We're going to add some variations that we think you will like. So come on and join us in this next segment of our program. Come on, let's go! Okay, everybody, we're going to start up by sitting in our chairs. And we're going to work on our lower body. We're going to do the heel and toe raises. And all together, we're going to go up on our toes, go, and down, and bring your toes back up. Bring your heels up, and toes up, and heels up, whatever, and toes up, and heels up, and toes up, and heels up, and stop. All right, let's do some leg extensions, putting that leg straight out there. We're going to go flex up and point, up and point, flex up and point. There, I don't see a smile on your face. And I don't see a smile on, yes I do, I see one on Geneva's face. You're doing good. Up and stop. Let's do the other leg. Up, Joe. Let's get the smile out. Down and up and down and up and down and up and down. All right, let's bring our legs up, our knees up, and stretch that in, pull that in, feeling the stretch in that leg and holding it. And down. Let's do the other leg. Pull it up. Wow, you're doing so good. Oh, that feels wonderful. And down, and up, and down. You're doing too fast back there, Dave. And up, and down, and stop. All right, now we're going to do some traveling with these feet of ours, as we talked about earlier, and we're going to just move our heels out, and toes, and heels out, and come back in, travel back in, and have your feet meet together, and go back out again, and move them. Move them right back in and stop. That's a little bit awkward to do. All right, let's do some leg pulls. We're going to push, our feet are together. We're going to push them out, and we're going to pull them in. We're going to push them out, and pull them in, and push them out. And you should be feeling that on those legs. Make it work. Don't just play. Push and pull, out. Push, and pull, and stop. Okay, put your hands on your hips, sit tall, and we are going to go down to our left, and then to up, and then to the right. Here we go. Down to the left, and up, and to your left, and up, and to your right, and down, and up, and down. We're stretching our waist. We're going to be so slim and gorgeous in our waist when this is over with. And down, and up, and down, and up, and stop. And now I want you to scoot out on the end of your chair. We're going to pull those knees up to our chest as best we can. Lean back on your chair, hold on to sides, and all together bring those knees up and down. And up and down. You may need to sit out on your chair a little more. Up and down. One more. Up and down. Now let's sit back square on our chairs. Put your legs apart, and we're going to give ourselves a big hug. We love to do this. Hug yourself good, and we're going to go forward between our legs and hold it down, and hold it, and up, as you can feel the stretching in your back, and down, and hold it, and back up, and back down, and hold it, and up. Now, let's do that again. Put those legs straight out. Spread them out, because you're going to feel the pull more. Give ourselves a hug again. Okay, Drew? Here we go. Bending down forward. Straighten it. Straight. And hold it. Coming back up real slow. And back down again. And hold it. And back up. And one more time. Back down and hold it. And back up. I think I could do that all day long. Sitting back, we're going to work on our hands a little bit. Let's stretch them out. That's right. Way to go. You know how to do this, okay? Hold it tight and in. And tight and in. And tight and in. Okay. Let's do some stretching of our arms. Let's extend our arm out shoulder length. Grabbing our wrist, twist it to the outside, and then to the inside and holding it. Feel it pulling on your wrist. Stretching out. Just straight out in front of you, not up. Just straight out, your hand, your arm. Now let's put your arms down, rest it a minute, and do the other arm. Straight out, reaching over, grabbing, we're going to twist out, and then in, and then out, and then in, and relax. Now with our arms, let's extend over in front of our face, pressing our elbow with our other hand, and pulling, stretching, and dropping your shoulder a little. Don't put it up. Still bring it down just a little bit. That's right. Let's do the other arm the same way. With the shoulder down, not up, down all the way across. Okay? One more time. All the way across, and tighten, hold it, and then again. Great, that's the way to go. Now let's extend those arms straight out with our thumbs up, and we're going to roll our shoulders as we bring those thumbs down and back with a smile on your face. Joe, you can't do this unless you smile. And back down and up and down. I love it when y'all are smiling. And you're so gorgeous. And down and back and down and up and down and relax. Now let's take those shoulders to our earlobes, okay? Let's scrunch them up, touch those earlobes, and down. Touch those earlobes, and down. And up, and down. Up, and down. One more time. Up, and down. Now let's take those shoulders, let's roll them back in a full circle. Okay, let's go. Back in a circle. And back. And forward. and two. That's making me laugh. And two, and one, and relax. Now let's go forward, okay? Forward, and forward with the circle. Forward, you're doing great, honey. And forward, and forward, and forward, and relax. We're going to continue working on our upper body, and we're going to look to the right, to the left, and look over to Elizabeth, and then back over to the left, over your left shoulder, your right shoulder. Then over to the other side, looking over your shoulder, and hold it, and then back to the other side. You feel the stretching in your neck and the upper part of your body, and stop. Now we're going to take that. You're going to take your left hand, raise it up, touch your back with it, take your other hand, place it on your elbow, and move your hand back up as far as your body will allow. It might be stiff, but that's okay. Do the best you can. Now let's exchange and do the other side. It might help to take that arm, take your elbow, and just encourage it by pushing it back a little. You can feel the stretch in the back of your arm. All right, arms out. Let's take our fingers like a church. We would build a church out. Let's stretch up. And we're going to go down and up and down. Good. And up. Great. You're doing so well. Down and up and down and up and down. And one more time. Up and down and up. And relax those arms. Let's take a deep breath. So inhale and exhale. Okay, here we go. With our arms extended, we're going to go out and then up. Out and up and out and up and in and out and up and in and out and up and in and out and up and in. One more time. And out and up and in. Okay, let's stand up by our chairs, and we're going to do some quarter squats and holds. Okay, with your feet shoulder width apart. We're going to squat down. If you need to use your chair for balance, that's fine. Let's all together quarter squat down and hold. 2, 3, 4, and up. Again, squat, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and up. Now let's go back up on our toes. Bring our feet together, or where it's comfortable for you to get on your toes. All together, let's go up and down. Up and down. Feeling this working on your calves, up, and even the top part of your foot. Up and down, up. Are we having fun now? Up and down and stop. Now we're going to take one step forward. Both feet straight ahead. Resting your hands on your knees, stretching that back leg. Keep both feet on the floor. And back up. The other foot, the same way. Down, resting. Both feet straight ahead, pulling on the back. And up. Now we're going to do that again, but we're going to straighten up after to flex our hips. All right, let's take a step forward, then down, and then straighten up. Way to go. Keep your feet on the floor. Go back. One more. Do the same thing. One step forward, then down. When you get your balance, straighten yourself straight up. And feel the pull. Good. Now let's do some leg swings. Stiff-legged. Let's swing forward and back. All together. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, let's keep the feet the legs straight and stiff. Okay, let's swing them out forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. And now we're going to do some circular motions with our legs like this. Okay, all together. Circle, 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 around and around. You're doing great with this. And relax. Do the other leg that way. Circle, circle around, circle around. Hang in there, you're doing so good. circle around, and stop. Now we're going to do some quick kicks. Now to be done with a stiff-legged, your leg stiff, and we're just going to kick. Just short little kicks. You can feel that working the upper part of your leg. Just little ones, those short kicks. And stop, let's do the other leg. Stiff-legged, one, go. Little kick. We're doing wonderful. Some of you are kicking more faster than others. And relax. All right, with your feet shoulder length apart, we're going to twist our upper body to the sides like this. And then back around to the other side and twist. And back around to the other side. And one more time. And then twist and relax. Now, taking our arms over our head, we're going to go down over and stretch down with one arm along your leg, and then up the other arm, and down, and up. Where'd it go, Phil? And down, and up, and down, and up. And I think you need to give yourself a hand. You've done such a good job. Remember to stretch. Don't just sit there. 2 words here. Flexible leadership. Leadership is not the flexible issue, however. We are the ones who need to be flexible. Flexible muscles, ligaments, and tendons are important for ease of movement and less stiffness. And flexibility is a desirable attribute for a Christian. For the Christian, flexibility is being open to God's leadership. And if we're set in our ways and we're unwilling to change, how can we be able to do what God wants us to do in our daily lives? So spiritual flexibility is an openness to the leadership of the Holy Spirit to provide direction and guidance as we seek to serve Him and to glorify Him every day of our lives. We're so glad you joined us for this segment. And I would think that by now you're beginning to feel better about yourself. And not only are you noticing a change, but your friends and your coworkers and the people around you are beginning to notice too. Well, let's keep that momentum. Let's get started and let's keep on stretching. Okay, gang, we're going to begin today by standing up by our chairs. And we're going to work on our balance. As we lift one leg and put it back down. Let's go all together. Lift one leg. Try not to hold on to the chair if you can. And back down. And the other leg up. Great. And down. You're doing wonderful. Other leg up. What balance. And down. And up. And down. Now let's go up on our toes together. Let's go up. And down, and up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down. And now let's take one step forward with both feet straight ahead as we relax or rest on our knees, keeping both feet on the floor and feel the pull in your calf. Hold it and back up. Let's do that with the other leg. One step forward. Leaning on your knees, lift up a little bit. Okay, there you go. And feel the pull. Really good. All right. Now this time we're going to do the same thing. Take a step forward and get down. And you're going to straighten up as you're forward. Straighten right back up. Don't move your legs. Stay right where you are. Move your torso up. And back. Let's do that on the other leg. Forward, down, and then straighten it up. Feeling the hip. And pull it up. Okay. Now let's raise our knees up together, up, and down, and up, with a smile on our face because it's just so good and we're having such a good time, and up, and down, and up, and down. And some people are so happy they have their tongues out, but we're going to go ahead and raise this leg up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down, smile, Joe, and up, down, and rest. Okay, let's do some leg rotations with our legs stiff. We're going to do counterclockwise in a big circle. Stand here. If you can do it without holding on your chair, that's great. Okay, let's go back the other way. As big a motion as you can without hurting your or straining your leg. All right, let's stop. Do the other leg, and we're going to do clockwise. All right, around. All right, and let's hold it out and go back the other way. If you need to rest, that's fine. And down. Now let's do some leg kicks, keeping our legs stiff, holding onto the chair. We're going to kick out, quick kicks. Stiff-legged. You can feel this working all up and down your leg and even the other leg. And down, the other leg. Kicking, short kick. Excellent. Okay, and down. Okay, with your legs apart, a little bit wider than shoulder width, we're going to do some stretches, and we're going to stretch to your right. Let's go together. Bending this leg, just follow me. And then up, and then bend your knees this way. Keep this leg straight. You can feel the stretching in your leg, inside of your leg. Up and down and up. Come on, gang. You don't go to sleep out of here. And up and down. Get some of the smiles going. Down and up. Okay. Now let's do some stretching with the arms. We're going to put both arms up in the air. We're going to stretch to your right and up. Stretch to your left and up. And to your right and up. Again, down and up and down and up and down and up and relax. Now, you can sit down. Take a chair. Work on those fingers a little bit. They probably feel a little bit stiff sometimes. Let's move them around. And let's do some stretching out and in. Stretching out. Feel it. And in. Not just live. So we wimpy. Feel it. Okay? Good. And in and out. And in and out. And in. And with our arms, we're going to cross over. And we're going to stretch. This is called an elbow screw. And keep your shoulders down. Do the other arm. You're doing such a good job. And the other arm, again. How you doing, guys? Doing good? And this one over here. Right. Okay, now with your arm extended out, let's take your other hand, grab it at your wrist, and turn it out. And then in, let's get your hearts in this, gang, and let's go out. And in, and out, and in. Now let's do the other arm. Let's extend it out shoulder width, twisting to the right, and to the left, and to the right, and to the left, and to the right, and down. Now let's work on our shoulders, and let's roll those shoulders back in circular motion. All together, go back and around, and back and around, and back and around. Come on, baby, lift those shoulders up and back and up and down. Now let's go frontwards in a circular motion. All together with smiles on our faces. Give me that, and one, and forward. Forward in a circle, going forward. You're doing great. And forward and stop. Now we're going to work on our neck, and we're going to drop our heads, our chins to our chest, and you're going to go to your left. Go turn up, and back down to the center, moving your head side to side. And back down very slowly. Don't rush this. And down. You don't have to smile during this. You can relax. And over and down and stop. Okay, let's lift your arm up in the air. Touch your back. Take your other hand, place it on your elbow, and push up. Feeling the stretching in the back of your arm and holding it. All right, let's do that with the other arm. Like you're patting yourself on the back. Take that elbow and push it good. You guys are good. good. You're doing this so well. That is super. All right, and down. Take both of those hands, intertwine them, stretch them out, and up, and down, and up, and the other side, and down, and up, and forward, and up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and push them out, and hold it there. Hold it, and hold it. All right, and relax. Look on those toes of ours, okay? Both feet on the floor, we're going to go up with our heels, okay? Up on our toes, and down. Up on our toes, and down. On our toes, and down, and up, and down, up, and down. Now let's do our toes up, okay? I know we did our heels up. Now we're going to go back on our heels with our toes up in the air, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down. How you doing, Drew? And up, and down, and up, and down. Okay, let's stretch our foot out, and let's flex it up, and point, and flex. Kind of hold it out as straight as you can, and up, and point, and flex, and point, and flex, and point, and down. And let's do your other leg out, up, and point, flex up, and point, flex up, and point, flex up, and point, and relax. All right, taking your hands, pick up your leg, and let's do some circular motions with our feet as we go round. I'm going counterclockwise, stopping. Let's go back in the other direction, and stop. Let's do the other leg the same way. A circular motion. Okay, and back around. Get some smiles on those faces. A little energy here. Okay, and down. All right, let's lift those legs up and down. The other leg up and then you may need to lean back on your chair if you're more comfortable. Up and down. Just don't go to sleep. Up and down. Up and down. All right. Let's do some traveling with our feet now. And we're going to just go our heels out, and you can just follow me as I do this. We're going to travel back in. Let's go back out, traveling out. I don't know where we're traveling to, but we are traveling together. That's the main thing, as we travel out and travel in and stop. Now we're going to drag our feet out and in. All together, out and in, and out and in. Hold the stomach in. Sit up tall and in and out and in and out and in and out and in. All right, do that on your chair just a little bit. And we're going to lift one leg at a time, okay? We're going to bring that knee up and down. And hold on to the side. You may want to lean back, and that's okay. And up and down and up